A man insists his car physically cannot reach 94 miles per hour, and he's got his nephew in the back seat to prove it. That's the defense Anthony Weirich brings to his 2026 speeding hearing, where radar claims he was doing 94 in a 70 zone. The catch? He already used his one deferral option back in 2022, so there's no easy out this time.
Mr. Wyrick, you need to unmute. So hit the microphone. There you go.
All right.
Got it.
How you doing?
Yeah. Now you're an expert in Zoom. All right, Mr. Wyrick, let's see, you have a speeding ticket. You did a deferral up in Snohomish County in 2022, so you're not eligible for another deferral until the year 2029. So we can't do a deferral in your case. Let's take a look at the speeding ticket. Mr. Wyrick, could you raise your right hand for me, please? You swear the testimony in this case to be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right. And did you read the officer's report?
No, I didn't. I read that he said that I was doing 94, and
Yeah.
and I wasn't doing 94. I had my nephew. I got him in the car with me right now. I work down there, so it probably was the area. I don't know. I was talking to my nephew. I had said to him right then. I said that was police right there. We saw him in the next lane next to me, and it was a car in front of me. So if I was doing 94, I would have had to been on his bumper, you know. But I saw him, and I was just pulled right on the side of him. He looked over here and he saw me and my nephew in the car, and he just got behind us and pulled us over, said I was doing 94.
Okay.
The car that I was in, Your Honor, won't even go 94. It was messed up. I got a different. That's why I knew that I wasn't. I told him I wouldn't do it.
Can the car you have now go 94?
This car, yeah.
All right. So what he said was that he noticed you approaching from behind and he thought you were fast. And then his rear facing radar as you approached his car showed you going 94 in the 70 zone. And that the radar had been checked and shown to be accurate both at the beginning of his shift and at the end of his shift. And that you told him that you were diabetic and had to use the bathroom as when he asked you, why were you going so fast? And he said that was your statement. So that's essentially the report he has.
That's not why I said when he asked me, do you got anything to say? All I said was I had to go to the bathroom. I did not say I was speeding because I had to go.
No, he said that you told him you were diabetic, and that's why you had.
No, I told him I was diabetic and I had to get to the bathroom. I was doing 94. I knew I wasn't doing no 94, and I'm looking right at him on my right-hand side. Why would I go? I wouldn't even approach him at 94. That means I had to be going faster than the car that was right in front of me, Your Honor. I went through too much to get my license to be sitting up here trying to do 94 with my nephew in the car. That don't even make sense.
And then he also said that you didn't have insurance proof with you, although he didn't cite you for that. So that's not an issue for today. I just wanted to let you know that he made a notation.
You know what? Somebody reminded me. I say, well, you can put your insurance, a picture of your insurance on. I had insurance. I don't drive with that.
All right. How fast do you think you were going?
I was going about speed limit with 70, but when I was in the back car, I had to be doing about speed limit. Could I ask you a question, Your Honor? Yeah, he was saying his back radar. My nephew is right here. He'll tell you. He was in between two other cars. That's why I pointed to my nephew. I said that be on me. I don't even know what a back radar is, but I mean, how could he have a radar on me if he in between two behind the car that he was in and pulled right in back?
All right, Mr. Wyrick, what the officer indicates is you were in the left lane, and I don't know what lane he was in, but he indicates that you saw you through his rear view mirror approaching fast, and the rear radar. The state patrol cars have radars both in the front of the car and in the rear of the car, so they can measure speed of cars in front of them and also measure speed of cars behind them. So he used the radar in the facing to the rear, which is where he noticed you approaching him. And he indicates radar that he had checked it that day and it was working properly, and it showed as you approached that you were going 94. I understand you've told me that there were cars between you and he.
No, it was a car. It was a car in front of me, and he was between two cars. So I don't know how he could have. He might have did get a 94, but it wasn't from me. It might have been the car that was in front of me. I don't know, but slowed up and pulled behind us, and we was not going no 94. I saw him sitting there. I said, "They're sitting right here." You know, I always take him with me. I worked right, moving car there wouldn't even do 94. So I don't know what car he was pinging on, but it wasn't. But I wasn't gonna argue with him. You know what? A thing in it for the disagreement, and then I never did get the court date. I don't know. Maybe I did, or maybe I thought it was something. I thought it was maybe that's what it was, but I don't remember getting the court date. Well, but
no, that's not a problem. We're handling it today.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he had you driving the Ford Expedition on that day.
It's gone. It was no good. It was. I wasn't going no 94 in that car.
And it looks like it occurred at about 1 in the afternoon. All right.
What time?
I'm going to.
Here's what most drivers don't realize. Police radar can clock you from behind while the patrol car is moving. Rear-facing radar sends a signal backward, measuring how fast you're closing the gap. The officer doesn't need to be behind you. He can be in front, watching you approach in his mirror, with technology doing the math. It's why I was behind another car rarely beats a calibrated radar reading.
I'm going to find committed on the infraction because I don't have any reason to disbelieve the numbers on the radar. I heard your argument that you don't think it was you who got tagged with it, but based on the observation of the officer that you look fast and then that the radar confirmed it, I'll find committed. So that's $232. So you'll need to contact the court in the next 30 days to make arrangements for that payment. Thank you, Mr. Wyrick.
Is it any way I can appeal that and go to court?
Yeah, you can appeal it for sure, but that's a separate process. You can contact the court and get the appeal paperwork.
Okay, so what do I do? Just do I pay? And I did already pay to have this.
I think you've paid anything towards this.
Because they messed me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, I see that now. Yeah, that'll be applied to what you owe here. So that gets counted for your payment. So you can either pay the ticket, or if you want to contact the court and get the appeal paperwork, you can and file that, but you have to do that within the next 15 days.
Okay, yeah, that's what I do. But you know what I do, Your Honor, because I didn't, and then go appeal it because
okay.
I don't want, and I have not. You told me where I was on a deferred sentence, and I don't want my record messed up. I don't want my driving record messed up. I don't want that messed up. I have not got any. I know you had to look at my past record, and I don't have. All of a sudden, I'm gonna be doing 94. Come on, that don't even.
Okay, yeah, good job. I did notice that, so well done there. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's a fine approach too. You can go ahead and do that.
Because I don't want it to say that I didn't pay a fine or whatever. I can pay the fine and then appeal it.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I don't want to pay the fine. They say, "Oh, the fine is paid."
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
thank you, Mr. Wyrick.
I'll do tomorrow. What do I owe? What's
posted 150, or pardon me, you posted 57, and it's 175. That's
all right. I'll come pay that tomorrow, and then I can pick up the appeal. I'm appealing it because I don't think
that's part of the process. No problem at all.
Okay. Well, you have a good day.
Okay. You too. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Carl Searle.
How do I get off?
You could pick up the phone and throw it out the window, or you could.
The judge found Anthony Wyrick committed to the speeding infraction, imposing a $232 fine with 30 days to arrange payment. Wyrick had already posted $57 toward the fine, leaving a balance of $175. The judge informed him he could appeal within 15 days by obtaining paperwork from the court, a separate process that would not excuse the underlying payment obligation. In traffic court, "My car can't go that fast" is a common defense that rarely succeeds. Courts generally defer to calibrated radar and officer testimony unless you can prove malfunction or misidentification. Paying the fine doesn't waive your right to appeal, but the appeal won't pause collection. So know the timing before you write that check. Subscribe for more real courtroom moments that actually teach you something.